Today's math lesson is Chapter 3, Lesson 6, Dividing Decimals by Whole Numbers. It's a little step that we have on our way to being able to divide decimals by decimals, and so on. So, today we're learning about decimals. An example of a problem in the real world that you might need to solve with dividing decimals is this. Say you are in your neighborhood, and you're mowing lawns, and you're getting help from your two buddies, and so there's three of you, and when you get done mowing the lawns, you have made $12.75. Well, if you don't know your division, then things might go into chaos, and you might get into a fight with your friends, and someone might say, well, I deserve $10 because, well, I mow lines straighter than your lines. My lines are really nice and straight, and your lines are curvy. So that means I get $10. Or you might have someone say, well, trimming is harder, and I did the trimming. So that means I get more money. But then you would have your nice, smart math friend who would say, hey, guys, listen up. I'm not even a math genius, and I can still solve this because I'm using my brain. So what that student would, or what that child would do, is they would divide $12.75 among three people, and they'd split it evenly. But they need to know some of the math to do it. And so what they would do is this problem right here. And the important thing to remember when you are dividing whole numbers into decimals is that all you're going to do is go through your normal parts of decimal, and you're just going to carry that decimal straight up there. So, for example, you're going to do 12.75 divided by 3. I cannot talk. Anyways, so 3 doesn't go into 1. 3 does go into 12. It goes 4 times, which is 12, which leaves 0. So then we get to the decimal. We're going to bring the decimal up. Then we drop our 7. 3 goes into 7. It does 2 times, which is 6. 7 minus 1, or 7 minus 6 is 1. Drop the 5. 3 goes into 15 5 times. So you would split it $4.25 each, which is right about the amount that you can use to take yourself to Lina's or De Leon's or to Taco El Rey or some other delicious Mexican place and buy a burrito. So, when we're doing dividing decimals by whole numbers, the important thing that we need to do is use our division facts. Basically, we're doing the same thing as we would normally do in a division problem. All we're doing is carrying the decimal up high. So, one problem that's directly in our book is 0.96 divided by 8. And so that would be, for example, if you found 96 cents on the ground and you wanted to split it between your 8 friends. So all we're going to do is set it up like a normal division problem. Our problem is 0.96 divided by 8. So let's erase everything else. We're going to write it just like we would write a normal problem. The number that's getting divided up goes in the middle. The number you're dividing by goes on the outside. Now, on this number, you notice the decimal is before the first number, so all we're going to do is we're going to carry our decimal right up here. So how many times does 8 go into 9? It goes in 1 time, which is 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. Drop the 6. 8 goes into 16. 2 times, which is exactly 16, so we're left to 0. So our answer is 0.12, which also means 12 hundredths, which is not enough to buy yourself any food, but if you start a savings, it would build interest eventually enough to buy some food. So here's another problem that we can do with dividing decimals. So if it says you can buy 6 pounds of taco meat for $18.72. Well, what if you want to buy 1 pound? How much would it cost? So you would do 18.72, 18.72 divided by 6 pounds, because if 6 pounds costs that much, we can divide by 6 to figure out what 1 pound costs. So I'm going to get all this stuff out of my way. We're going to write 1872 divided by 6. So we're just going to do exactly as we normally would. 6 does not go into 1, but it goes into 18 3 times. So 6 times 3 is 18, which leaves you 0. Now we get to our decimal, so we have to carry it up. And we drop the 7. 6 goes into 7 one time, which is 6. So use this as 1. Drop the 2. 6 goes into 12 twice. So our answer would be $3.12. So all there is to it is making sure that when you get to that decimal, you carry it up. It'll get more difficult when we start dividing by decimals, but when you use whole numbers to divide into decimals, all we do is carry that decimal up from its spot. So that's all you need to know for today. I'm going to give you one problem to solve for tomorrow. And this is directly from the book. 0.91 or 90/100ths divided by 7. Solve that problem for tomorrow. See ya.